What up, what up, what up? What's up, Belly Gang? It's your boy, man, coming at you one more again. I know you missed me a little bit, but that's all right. We back at it. Shit, we're going to give a shout out to everybody. The Red Velvet Recipes, Handy and D, Niger Soul Food Kitchen, Cold Chiller Entertainment, EGM, Crockpot, Fit for Fields, Elite Sports Academy, and all that good stuff. What up, Big Walt, man? We just getting started, man. We piping in. We gonna go in on it a little bit today. Giving you a shout out, man. You put a good company out there. That dirt, man, that's a good one, man. And I'm just gonna pass it on. I let people know where I get it from, and that was a good call. I'm rolling with it. I'm gonna keep growing it, man. I hope you're doing the same. Hey, y'all, we're going to keep investing in these good companies. We're going to buy them at these low price rates, and we're going to be consistent and disciplined in the way we go about it. If you're doing that right now, you looking at your stuff right now, and you're just like, oh, man, this is a beautiful market, and it's going to keep growing, and I love what it's doing, and it's popping, kind of like these Phoenix Suns popping right now, man. They went out there and waxed Milwaukee last night, so, that's always a good time when the hometown rocking mugs like that. So, that was good. That was good. That was good. But, back to it, just staying consistent. If you just listen and you pick and choose the stocks you want, what we talk about on a daily basis, I mean, you probably didn't pick you up an Apple and you feeling real good about it because it ain't doing nothing but making you money. Apple's blowing up right now. It's been holding steady all year, and it finally starting to pop a little bit. If you've been messing with Microsoft, everybody know Microsoft just became a $1 trillion company, and it's only gonna continue to grow. It's the mainstay, and arguably the top two best tech companies going. Altria is out there. If you got them good price rates, I mean, it's them old realties, them Facebooks. Man, it's a lot of them out there. Google, if you're spending a little bread. Amazon, if you're spending more. Amazon is popping right now for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is. You got your cheap ones like Ford that's got all up. All these companies we've been talking about, and they all would make you some bread right now. You can go big, you can go small. It don't matter how you doing. What's up, Big Rob, man? Hopefully all is well, man. But these companies, man, if you invest in them consistently, they're gonna make you money. That's what we're gonna talk about today. I was sitting around, I was talking to somebody, and I hear it a lot, but they're like, man, how can I turn this G into two G's? So that's what we're gonna talk about today. I don't know how to tell you how to do it every day, but I can tell you how to do it. So it's real simple. You find you a stock, $10 stock, buy you about 100 shares of it, and wait for it to rise to $20, and then you sell it, and then you can turn a G into two G's. It's that easy. It don't get no harder, no more complicated. That's how you do it. It'll take some time and some study, but it can be done. It can be duplicated, but it's hard with each trade. So, that first 1,000 you make, it's okay. It's gonna be good morning. Good to see you, lovey. So, it's good to see you. Good to see you. We're talking about turning that money and flipping it today. So that's what it is. So, it get harder to duplicate with each trade because a lot of times if you're picking good stocks, when they go up, they're not going to have that huge pullback. So it's going to be harder to duplicate that. So, that first time it may be, okay, it was easy to turn this 1,000. The next time it may be, oh, I got to turn it into 500, But, 500 in a day or a week, a lot more than most people see all year. So, we going to do that, And volatility can be a gift and a curse depending on your discipline. If you buying low and you being patient, you ain't gonna be worried about that volatility in the market because you already bought at the lowest prices. But if you buying at them high points, you better hope it's popping. You better like Tesla. I got in on that company when it was running, and man, did it make some money. It made some money last year. It made some money last year, and this year it's just been kind of a laggard. It's been a laggard, and you got to take the good with the bad. But I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, Tesla finally got back on track, and when it started popping too. So you got to stay on top of it. You got to stay on top of it. Thank you, Delilah, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Shit, another way. Find your real estate investment trust. They call them REITs. You might hear somebody refer to it as REITs. Find you some of them. These companies typically rise going into the dividend payout, and then they drop after the payout. That's something people don't know. They're like, well, why is this company going up? Well, they have to pay out so much money every month. These are REITs that I'm talking about now. They have to pay out so much money every month which is like 90% of the profit. So that's why you'll see those companies drop, and they'll drop about 10%. So I mean, that's a good company to get in like that. But the other part of it is, I mean, you can sit in there, if you're getting them good cheap prices, it's a good way to flip it, because you know, okay, it's gonna come down about $10, it's gonna go up about $10, it's gonna come down about $10, it's gonna go up about $10. That's a good way to flip it and watch it grow. That's when we talk about that rinse and repeat. You hear people refer to that from time to time on the channel and stuff. And that rinse and repeat, that's all it is make that money, flip it, make it, flip it, make it, flip it, make it. And that's what we're about, getting that money. Now, an example would be able to go out and buy old realty. You see that I'm being specific. I normally don't do that, but I'm being specific. Go out and buy old realty, because I want you to know what you're talking about getting into. I don't want you just guessing. I want you to have something. So you can get that $65 or lower for approximately 15 shares, and then sell these shares at $75 and gross about $150. All you gotta do is rinse and repeat that for about 7 months, and you'll make that $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's really about knowing what the stock does. I mean, and that's one that I know about, and that I invest in myself. And sometimes I rinse and repeat it. Sometimes I just let it ride, because it pays that monthly dividend. So I mean, you're gonna get the money regardless. It's just a matter of how you want it. But you know, the quicker, to get there quicker, you want to reinvest these profits. When I say reinvest these profits, you can reinvest the dividend. If you get it in the form of cash, you're taking it, you put it back into it yourself. But if you, the more money or the more shares you have, I say money, it's going to equate to money. But the more shares that you have, the more money you're going to be able to make. And that's how we do that. Now, last but not least, the best way is likely to buy the stock in a good company at a low price. I've been saying that all along. That's not going to change, because that's just the best way to get about it. Accumulate multiple shares, 100, 200,000. I always tell you, whatever your number is, know what that number is. You know, my number used to be 100. You know, I want to make more, so my number's now 1,000. So I'm gonna start trying to acquire 1,000 shares of these companies at these low prices when they present opportunities. So you got to pick your number, and then if you accumulate these shares, you will see gains of $100, $200, $1,000 every time that stock rises at least $1, and that's the key right there. So I mean, if you're talking about making the money, the long-term hustle is probably where it's at. 'Cause, you know, if you got 1,000 shares or something and it goes up $1, so that means you make $1,000 right then and there. Now, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it for you. If it go down $1, you lose $1,000. But good stocks bought at a low price tend to not fall below that price. So you got to find that price projection, buy it at that point, and then let it grow for you, let it grow for you, let it grow for you. If you're willing to sacrifice your immediate gains for the long-term gains, you might find yourself making $1,000, $2,000 a day. You know, and I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen overnight, but it can happen for you. So, hey, hopefully you got something out of this morning. You know, people ask me all the time how I turn 1,000 into 2,000. Today you got it. How do I turn 1,000 into 2,000? You learned how to do it. But you know what we want to do? We want to turn 100 into 200. We want to turn 200 into 500. We want to turn 500 into 1.2, and then we want to just watch it grow and just start to blow up for us, so we can do the things we want to do in life, and live our best life, whatever that means. I don't mean you out there super flossing, showing it all out there on Facebook. But if you got something you enjoy to do, like sitting on the beaches or whatever, hopefully we get to the point where we're getting the monies like that. Hey, we're gonna keep getting these stocks. We're gonna keep investing in our health and investing in our wealth. Keep it popping, keep popping. These Phoenix Suns gonna keep popping these dang Milwaukee Bucks, and we're gonna have a good time here in Phoenix, and we're gonna talk a little noise while we got a chance, because you know, people be talking about us a little bit, and that's all right though. But hey, you know, anybody that know me, if them Suns come through, hey, and you're not from Phoenix, you're going to hear about it. That's just how I go. That's just what it is. That's how it's going down. Hey, continue to invest in your health, invest in your wealth. I love y'all. I got a tea time today. I love it because I'm on vacation. I'm going to hit this ball straight, I hope, you know, working on this stroke. And we're going to see what happens. Try and shoot low. Shoot low, score high. That's what we're doing. You heard me? All right, Big Mark, man. It's good to hear from you, man. Hey, I almost called you about a job. I see you had that post. My boy is one of the greatest coaches in Texas history. He popping in, chiming in today, man. It's good to see you, man. He invests in his health. He invests in his wealth all the time. Love that boy. He looking for good coaches. Hey, they got good starting salaries. Hey, you gotta be able to teach them. You gotta be able to teach them subject matter though. But they got some good starting salaries. If you're a young fella, old fella, somebody just trying to start something good, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up. Hey, I appreciate all y'all chiming in today. I love y'all. Like I said, I gotta make this tea time. But hey, hopefully everybody saw how to flip that 1,000 into the 2,000 and more, however you want to do it. But again, I'm long term, I'm long term, I'm long term. I want you to be long term because that's where your wealth is really gonna be at. If you just end up flipping it, then flip it. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with making 1,000 here, 2,000. I'm guilty of it myself. You see $1,000, $2,000 gain, there ain't nothing wrong with taking it. But a lot of times it's gonna make you more money the longer you hold it. So be patient. Let that money grow for you. Let it continue to stack for you. Stacks on tops of racks on racks. And that's what we doing. Hey, peace out. I love y'all. Everybody be easy. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.